Bobby Jr. feels comfortable in saying that he believes that man killed his father. So I think he's going to be aligning himself more with good people like us who want to know the truth. And let's see. Now about the truth. I would be one of the first people that want to crawl up to the 6th floor of the book depository with some kind of a new test and see if I can find some Malcolm Wallace DNA. But the truth is, in my heart, I believe that all of us, certainly I am in this, to try to restore the context and the spirit and the mentality that those of us who are alive when John Kennedy was alive knew. I worked at my dad's furniture store, assembling furniture and stuff, and John Kennedy stimulated America to get fit. And I remember seeing hundreds, not thousands of people walking by the store on their 50-mile hikes. And the arts, interior decoration, wardrobe, poetry, music, many, many things became popular under John Kennedy's administration. And there was a feeling to that. I was too young to understand politics, but I understood the context and the trajectory of where America was going. So I just want to encourage you to join me in realizing that we are being programmed by the Mockingbird to be polarized, to be diametrically opposed. You're going to be a Republican or you're going to be a Democrat. You're going to be liberal or you're going to be conservative. You're going to be black, you're going to be white, whatever. But as long as there are opposing opposites, people will never get along. And I realized that the 95% of the world lives in the middle somewhere. And we don't have to get angry about any differing opinion. And we don't have to have an opinion on every subject. It's okay to say, tell me about that. I don't hate, I'm unwilling to hate any person. I hate what they do. But almost anybody on the planet I'm willing to forgive. So that's a context I'd like to just bring up, let you know that's what I have. And so if you want to get mad at me, watch me change it to something like, hey, that's a nice sweater you got on. Where'd you get that? All right. So we're going to move on. And one of the great things that has come out of my becoming the photographer here is that there was a field trip. And several of us, Judith and I, representing this group, went to UCLA last April, where Chris Milligan had a stand to sell books at the book fair. The Los Angeles Times put on the book fair. So we were there, and John Barber was there, and a couple of other people were there. So I just want to show a couple of quick slides to let you see what we experienced. And that was a chance to see humanity, you know. And sea is a pun there, because it is a sea, and we're all flowing in that sea. I was just reminded of something, and I'll let that shiny thing pass, maybe it'll come back. So there's the first slide, and how do we move to the next? I have the right arrow. I'm a map guy myself. Okay, well, there's Chris Fulton, and in the back, in the center, the fellow bending over with the leather patch on his sweater, that is Sean Stone. And he was there, and the dark-haired woman who's not facing us is his girlfriend, and the woman with the vest on is Oliver Stone's ex-wife, Sean's mom. And that was really great to see them there. And there's our good friend Chris Milligan. And every time I meet that man, I have a higher degree of respect and amazement at his knowledge, his stamina, his sense of humor, his patience, his love for humanity. He's really a remarkable human who has had a lot of life experiences, and grateful to be working with him. And there's Chris with his daughter Julia. She came down to help out at the booth. She handles the bookkeeping and stuff, and she does a marvelous good job. And there's a creatively done photo of Chris and Sean Stone. And there's the former Mrs. Stone and Chris's girlfriend. I'll really quickly tell you one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to me at this event. I was talking to Mrs. Stone. I don't know her present last name, and I didn't really know much about her. And I've got good lenses for my camera, and she noticed, and she said, "Oh, I like your lens on your camera." And I said, "Oh, you obviously recognize quality. Have you done some commercial photography?" And she said, "I shot all of my husband's films." So I felt like a little kid trying to tell Willie Mays how to hold a baseball bat. And she saw the embarrassment on my face, and it was like, you didn't hear that, did you? Please forgive me. And her eye contact said, "Yeah, I saw that, I do forgive you, there's really nothing to forgive." So sometimes you can really step on it. Put your foot in it or whatever. Okay, then here's Mr. Fulton signing an autograph in a book. He's quite a remarkable person, and the surprise I have for you is that we did a 20-minute interview with him, actually 2 10-minute interviews at the Mayfair Hotel, and he is every bit as nice as he appears, or he's the best actor I've ever seen, but I don't think so. He's a really, really nice man, and you'll see that in the video. And there's his family. His gorgeous wife, 2 beautiful children, and grandma. Grandma's from England, and she has a beautiful British accent, and it was really, really great to meet them. And there I am with John Barber. John loves golf. He plays golf almost every day, and he said, "I'm going to go hit some golf balls. You want to go with me?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm having trouble with my drive." And in 20 minutes, he improved my golf swing by a lot. Love John Barber. If you don't know him or know of him, he produced a really excellent movie. It's called The American Media and the Second Assassination of President John Kennedy. You can get it for $5 on Amazon, and it'll blow your mind. It really will. All right. And there's Chris again. John Barber. And there's Judith with Chris, having a very good discussion, just like the one that, well, not quite as high level, but like the one that happened yesterday with Oliver Stone. I don't know if all of you are aware of it, but yesterday Oliver Stone showed up, the man who made the original JFK film, which caused, really, it was the seed crystal for the House Select Committee on Assassinations, and he risked a lot in his career to produce that film, and he's up to something else. And the fact that he spent that much time here yesterday, the fact that he came up with his arm around our Judith can only be foreboding of good news. And here's a picture of Chris that I took at the Mayfair Hotel. Can I get your help getting the first interview up, please?
Hey Peter, how long is the video?
We got 2 10-minute ones.
We don't have 20 minutes. We have a hard end at 3:45. We've got to be out there, so we only have time for one maybe.
Okay, then let's go for the second one. Okay, so let me just say quickly, we had a very nice interview with him. He talked about aspects of his book. Come on, Brain. The Inheritance. And, yeah?
Where do we get all the pictures that you take? Where can we get them?
I don't know. Talk to me afterwards, okay? Because I wasn't prepared for that question. Don's going to put the 5 minutes really quick.
Yeah.
First or second?
Second. Okay, not yet. Okay, so we had a really nice interview. He talked about his book and some of the history of it, some of the details. And then we thought the interview was over, and then he and Judith started talking, and it was about the heart stuff. The reason I'm in this, the reason that many of us are in it. And I said, wait a minute. Let me get my camera back on the tripod. We're going to film this. And here we go. I think.
He's blinking. No sound.
It was moving. We just didn't have the sound yet.
Turn the sound up on the laptop.
It's not running.
Now it looks like it's fine. Or is he just waiting for it to start?
He's
So it's going, but no sound. accurate
Start over.
response to what he was trying to do and could show the intent.
Go. Now, Christopher, you mentioned that these tapes, you sacrificed a great deal to protect them and to make sure they did not get destroyed and so on. That's a serious responsibility. What were those tapes about?
Well, the tapes were to keep everybody on record so that President Kennedy had an accurate response to what he was trying to do and could show the intent of what he was so desperate to.
Channel 910.
Jingle it.
Stand on your head.
We have a language course that's CD available after the event.
Hey, put it on 5. Put the slide on 5.
We trained for hours to do this. So while we're waiting for sound, does anybody have a question?